Okay, I think we're good to go. There is one last thing, and I forgot to do it before I even start. So we are going to switch over to this screen, and bear with me, I did not do this beforehand. And now that should pop up. That's the one thing I forgot to do. Come on, focus. There we go. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well this evening. Good to see you. Good to see you here, Brown. Good to see you here, AR. Hope you guys enjoy your evening. We will be continuing the kill team, whether I work on the Space Marines, just doing highlight stuff on them. But I think I'm going to focus on the Guard kill team. Not the Guard. The Chaos Guard, the Traitor Guardsmen. I'm going to focus on those guys and get them painted up. Ooh, nice. It's always nice to sit down and create some lore here and there for your guys. I'm now going to move this, and I'm sure this is not wet at all. It's a little bit damp. Not really. Let's do... I should take it away from my drinking water to refill my other things. I am streaming a lot later than I want to. Daylight savings time, I don't know why, has screwed up my schedule so much. I was doing fine before daylight savings time, and all of a sudden, we switch, and I just can't seem to keep my schedule like I was before. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Because usually Iron Warriors do not like the Chaos Gods, so this one is... They must have... Or they fell for Slaanesh. So I like that. It's very interesting. Get that nice and shaken up. Let's see. My desk is a little bit of a clutter right now, but I think it is all working out. I haven't written much for my lore as a little bit. I know I shared a Google Doc in the Discord, and that is all I've written, and that's still all I've written. I do not sit down to write. I could have done more today. Maybe I'll get to doing some tomorrow, but we'll see. And that. So. Yeah, we'll work on the Grenader. As much as I could do a metallic for their armor, I'm actually going to stick it with being red. But I don't know if I've said this here already yet or not already. I hope everyone is doing well. I am doing good. The weather has been warm for the past 2 days where I am, and it's been nice. It is slowly going back to how it should be. I am no worm unless you speak of the dragon kind, and I will take that as a compliment. But, Jake, it is good to see you here. I hope you're doing well. I hope your war against your compost raccoon is going well. How is Leaf Green and Fire Red? I never played... Well, I never had a Game Boy when those came out, so I'm assuming they're good. A lot of people like them. I'm more of a... Let's see. How do I want to word this? I hold Soul Silver and Platinum pretty good in my heart. Ooh, nice. If I remember, Lavender Town is the Ghost Tower. If I remember correctly. is that? There we go. What's up, table? This is going to be super watery because of so much water I've added. I think this guy was meant to have a backpack, but I never put it on. This might have been one of the ones I put together, or he put together without it. We'll accept it either way. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, it was in Soul Silver when I actually experienced Canto properly. XY is not a bad game at all. I feel like people gave a lot more hate than what it really deserved. I enjoyed XY quite a bit. I love Mega Evolutions, even though the Pokedex entries on some of the Pokemon are pretty gruesome, but I loved pretty much everything. Damn, okay. I'm kind of surprised by that, Jake, when you're saying, oh, you're playing, like, the Leaf Green remakes and everything. Oh, I don't know if I'll play the newest Pokemon. I did kind of stop playing after Scarlet and Violet. I have not found interest in playing it. Or playing Pokemon again. But I'm hoping that all the starters stay animal-like and they don't become more humanoid. That's been a thing I've not enjoyed with evolutions. I don't like how they're making them more and more humanoid. Like, it definitely started with Generation 3. I could start on my Switch and get it. So, I guess that's the bonus. But if it's just for the Switch 2, then I'm like, nope, not doing it. I do have to keep in mind that I'm a grown adult, and Pokemon is designed for kids, so... Holy crap, I am older than you. Platinum was like the first official Pokemon I actually played. I was in middle school when it came. Oh, middle school? No, I wasn't in middle school. Actually, Soul Silver was the first one I played, but no, it was Diamond and Pearl. But I would always keep losing my copy of those games. So eventually Platinum is the one that stuck around for me. And the first one I actually beat was Soul Silver, so... Ooh, would that be a thing you guys would want to see me do, is like play the older Pokemon games? I'd be down for that. I know I asked in the Discord, like, oh, stream suggestions, and I definitely... A lot of them are ones I've already been planning, or not planning, but I should be doing. But I am procrastinating. I feel like a Pokemon would be fun for a couple of them. Ooh, could be fun to make a Pokeball on stream. Oh, that's right. You were playing... Is it Civ or different? I thought you were saying Civ, but now I feel like you're talking about a different game. Oh, okay. I wish you the best of luck with that. I can picture the game. I think I've looked into it before. It looked like a fun game and one I wanted to try. At the time I think I did want to try it, my computer was really bad. It could probably run it now, but eh. There's like only one person I really like playing medieval fighting games with. And let's get his helmet too. It's not a bad roster there, Jake. I like that mixture. I'm more of a fan of Squirtle personally. But I don't think there's really any bad choices in any of those games. Really, in any Pokemon game, I don't think there's any bad choices. And yeah, some people will say, like, oh no, you picked this one so you have the advantage of, like, this and this gym. But, like, you pick which one you actually like the look of and enjoy and want to play through. And then you just play them. Oh, I did try playing that one table. Mordora? I probably butchered that. That was when I remember my computer breaking on. I do enjoy those games quite a bit. I've probably talked about this before on some sort of video or stream. Actually, I used to have a video on it. Anyone remember the game For Honor? I loved that game when it first came out. I thought it was so much fun. More to how. Thank you, table. I always appreciate it. I remember when it came out, and I wanted to actually play it professionally. I'm like, I love the look of this game. I love how this one feels. I want to, like, get good at it. I wasn't good at it, and I did stop playing eventually, but at the time, it was a fun game. I would love to try it again, but I'm sure the community is just not there anymore. What's up, Tyler? Hope you're doing well this evening. I actually like that red. That red works with the black so well. Nice, nice. Well, I hope you enjoy your walk. We'll be chilling here. I keep setting down my, like, tissue I was using to blow my nose with. I don't know where it is. Hey, Neo. Good to see you here, man. I do like the idea of, like, parrying in those games. I can only pull reference from For Honor on how its parrying system worked. So I hope it's somewhat similar in both those games. Just like you angle your weapon in the direction that your opponent's trying to attack you in, and that's how you're able to parry or block it. I think my thing is... No, it's not. It's a... Oh no, it's not a mess. It's a good game. You're talking about what AR was saying. I tried Warhammer 3, or yeah, Total War 3. And I kept getting my ass kicked by the Skaven. And then the orcs would come up from behind. I would play the Seraphon every time I played. So it was... I'm not good at strategy games like that to begin with. So it was fun, but frustrating. Because I'd always make the same mistakes over and over and over again. With absolutely zero change. Oh, okay. I'll admit, I just have a problem with button mashing. Button mashing is all I really know how to do with some attacks. Like, I'm sure if I actually sat down and focused how my attacks properly on some of the games, I would do a lot better, but it's worked so far. You gotta learn a bit about positioning your unit. Yeah. I'd say beside Total War, the other one the Warhammer one, the other one I played was the old school Rome version. A buddy of mine, sadly I don't keep in contact with him anymore, got me into it, and I enjoyed it. I keep it one tactic when it comes to that game is put my units in an arrow position, archers in the back, and we move forward. If we can flank around the opponent, we do it. But if we can't, we keep attacking forward. It's very Iron Warriors attrition warfare. I gotta rip this in half again. I figured a game like that, it would just not work at all table. It's a game I do want to enjoy, Total War. I should reach out to a friend to be like, hey, can we, like, start a Total War campaign, the two of us, and see how it goes? Also, from what I understand, those games have, like, a deadline. You can't just, like, play infinitely, and I'm someone that wants the option to play infinitely when it comes to those. Because sometimes I have a strategy, and when I feel like I'm on a time crunch, I start to make mistakes. I overextend quite a bit in those games too. Like, I expand really far a little bit too quick. Okay. So thinking about what Table was saying. And what I picture, it's more about the fencing, like actually properly fencing someone, than just swinging and hoping it goes through. So obviously when it comes to proper fencing and like competition sword fighting and all that stuff, it's all about, as you were saying, being precise, waiting for the right moment, and parrying your opponent when you can. There's another medieval real life one that people do. I think it's called, oh, it's been a while since I pronounced it, but it's like Brewhurt? Oh god, I used to say it okay, and now I can't, but it's kind of just what I would do when it comes to combat, which is just wailing the other person. And that's probably the ones I would enjoy. I would enjoy like the large, like scale siege battles, because I enjoyed those as well when it came to For Honor, which was like, okay, we're capturing points, we're moving forward, teammates go down, I do what I can. Oh, like the medieval combat? Yeah, I want to. There is a group that practices on Sundays, an hour away. And talking about like the Brewhurt one, the like just wailing each other one. I want to get into it. I don't take the time. I should this Sunday because it would be so much fun. I look at it and I'm like, yes, this is my sport. This is what I want to do. And they're a good group of people too. I've met them a few times at Ren fairs. And it's always fun watching them, like, show off what they do and everything. Honestly, what they do is closer to actual medieval tourneys than what modern day fencing's like. If I actually go to it this weekend, I will take some photos or have photos taken, and I will share it in the Discord. And you guys will see how bad I do. In high school, I used to spend so much time just swinging around a sword pretending I was fighting people. Oh, I gotta do that stuff again. It's a good workout, too. I'm going to try LARPing as Farsight's sword. I wish you luck with that. I am actually going to make this be red instead of gold. Oh, I'm getting everything but what I need to get. It was a few years ago, but I heard that there was like one event in Europe that like a professional team competed at an event. The American professional team competed in a European one, and they won the competition, and it made all of the other opponents upset because they're from countries that actually have a history of like medieval fighting and everything, and then you get the freaking hillbillies from America coming in and winning the competition. But it's like, you know, we're just the underdog, like newcomers to something like that. It made me smile as an American. It's a little bit messed up, but I am happy with that red he's got going on. I gotta do his leg. Is it because of updates in the community or like bugginess of the game? How much is the game? Is it like over 20 bucks? Under 20 bucks? Oh god, that sucks. I mean, it sucks they abandoned it, but if they're moving on to doing other games and working on newer projects, then it makes sense. No, don't abandon Table. We like Table. We want Table to stay. Oh, that sucks. That sucks to hear. Like, I don't want games to fail, but if they are like bad games and stuff like that, then yeah, they obviously should fail. People like speak with their wallets and everything, and community-wise. I guess I feel that way more toward like AAA games. Indie devs or like small companies like that, I'm a little bit more upset by. That sounds a little weird. Oh, talking about other games as well. Isn't there like a Pokemon Pal World clone being released sometime soon? And they're like, it's heavily like stolen a bunch of stuff from like Pal World and Pokemon by looks and all that. What's up, Eternal? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Glad to be sitting at the desk doing some painting and here to chat with you fine folk. Oh, yeah, you're talking about Poketopia and all that? I think that's the name. It's got Minecraft elements, but I've heard a lot of people call it like Pokemon Animal Crossing more than anything. And there's a lot of references that it's just like a post-apocalyptic Pokemon game. Like, there's no humans, or all the humans are dead now, and the Pokemon are like still alive and everything. Because I think the SS Anne is in that game. Because there's a diary to a sailor that you meet on the SS Anne. I like it. My headcanon now is that if the mainline games, like there was another Poke War. Yes, I did see your Iron Warrior. I liked it very much. It was a very cool Iron Warrior. Yeah, that after the main games and that game happened, it's the start of the Mystery Dungeon series. So, like, that point onward is where we start moving into, like, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers and, like, Adventurer and all that. Which, those were some good games. I would love for them to bring those back. I don't remember which one I played. It was like the DS one I played, but not like, I think it was the second one. And, where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. I can never get past the first boss, which looks like Groudon, but it's not Groudon after you beat it. And then from there, I don't know, it just kind of goes more. No, that's good to hear. Iron Warriors, I feel like, are not a very difficult paint scheme. If you want to do them, just paint a bunch of stuff in silver and go from there. I didn't think that was the case. I thought he was taking the appearance. Well, it was taking the appearance of its trainer. Like, it pops out of a Pokeball, and it's taking the appearance of, like, its trainer that's either laying nearby or there's a photo nearby. I don't know. Ah, okay. Yeah, don't do that. We're on the internet. We don't spread lies. We don't spread information on the internet. We don't spread misinformation on the internet. Well, my favorite Primarch, one of my favorite Primarchs, is Vulcan. Vulcan's like #1 or #2. I have not read much on Vulcan. But I like the Blasphemous aesthetic, and I take offense to that heresy. I take offense to that. I love him for the I can't say my words right now. I love him for the blacksmith aesthetic, for wanting to protect the people of the Imperium. Again, to an extent. My next favorite, and he probably beats Vulcan just because his books are a bit better, from what I heard. I've not read any Vulcan books, though, so... and it's the Lion. I like the Lion a lot more. I love the Knight aesthetic. I love how he got humbled in his most recent book. Come on, folks. We don't need to get all huffy in here. It's okay, people like salamanders. It's okay if you like something else. We're all still fans of 40k at the end of the day. The only thing that we can truly hate is the Tau. The Tau are truly the worst faction in all of 40k. Chaos has some good and bad books. Has good and bad models. Eldar, same thing. Oh, it's about the 40k Lion. 30k Lion is a whole different beast. I've only read one 30K book about, or with the lion in it, and he was not a humble man. 40K is a different lion. And when I say most recent book, the one to my knowledge is Lionel Johnson, Son of the Forest. Now, he's not perfect. No character is going to be perfect, but I like that there is some growth. I relate to the line in that aspect, and I am happy to call him one of my Primarchs. What the hell is going on? Are they falling down the stairs? Well, you gotta praise the Messiah. You always gotta do it. Perturabo is one of my favorites as well, but I've not read any books with him in it, so he's number 4. He's number 4 on my list of favorites. I would say Lehman Russ is a favorite, but it's more of his more of his Legion that I like than him. The stories about him sound really cool, which is what I like, but I don't know how he actually was in the books. I've not read 30K, and I don't know if I'll ever get around to reading 30K. It is I choose what books I want to read, and I'm kind of just sticking with 40K books currently. So oh, delete your message? What'd you try setting table? Was it something that the Omnissiah did not like? Do, do, do. Why do you think he was a coward? That's a genuine question, because I'm curious on your thought process. Why do you think he was a coward? I know he killed her, and that's about all I know. I don't know how. I don't know his relationship with his father or his family at all, so yeah. Oh, someone made a Perturaba model? That's nice. I'm glad to hear that. That makes me happy. Let's put that right there. Oh, they got third place. That's pretty good. Third place is pretty good. That's what I heard. That like he snapped at her, and I like choked her out. But yeah, you're free from the elevator. The Omnissiah lets you free. Yes, the Battle Sisters are canon. Good night. Good night, Eternal. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Yeah, there's a whole, like... There's models and everything for the Sisters of Battle. Actually, I have a unit of Battle Sisters, like, for my Knight Army. Talking about my Knights. I did another game with them. They lost. I'm pretty sure the day that I fully... I saw you say hi earlier, but you didn't say anything else, Ando. What sort of opinions are you hearing about the Sisters of Battle not being real? Like, if you go onto GW's website and they have an army for it, it's a real faction. Oh, as I was saying earlier, the day I actually win a game is the day hell fully freezes over, is what I'm, like, pretty sure is going to happen. But I had one... This game felt like the closest I could have gotten to winning. If I didn't make one mistake, it would have been tied the entire game. Or I could have made it tied the entire game, and I would have been so happy. But I feared the orc. And it wasn't to their benefit. Oh, wow. Why am I yawning so much? I should not be yawning right now. But I ran with 3 full knights, 2 armatures, a unit of Death Watch kill team, Battle Sister squad, and like the sniper assassin. I'm talking about my 40k game last night, but everyone else is talking about like certain factions that may or may not exist in 40k. Someone was saying, like, do the Sisters of Battle actually exist? Or it could have been Sisters of Silence, which they do exist. I guess now it's on the Custodes. I don't know. I'm not really keeping track. Anyway, it was a good game. I still love playing against the orcs. Orcs are definitely one of my more favorite units to fight against, and I fought against this guy before. He played World Eaters, and he gave me a compliment that I was really happy about. What's up, Corrupted? He... He said that I could tell that you've gone a lot better. You have gone a lot quicker and you like understand the game better. Or no, he told me like you've gone a lot better at playing. And it was, to me, that was a huge compliment. To actually hear like someone say like, you know, I've noticed you're getting better. It just warmed my heart so much. And I love playing against this guy. He's so, like, understanding and willing to, like... How he treats games is how I want to be treated and how I want to treat other people when playing. I now know that I don't really have any good anti-tank weapons. But I'm really good against infantry with my knights. And that's kind of like looking at things after the fact. Because all my big weapons have blasts. And I didn't realize that, like, well, I kept attacking vehicles. Because those weapons are strength 10 or 9. So I'm like, okay, I'm hitting on... Like, okay, I might be hitting on 5s or 4s if I'm, like, lucky. Maybe a 3 here and there. But I should be attacking infantry with the Knight's big guns because of blast and how high their strength is. So going into the future, I will be targeting things a little bit different. And actually, this game was a 2,000 point game, which was fun to play a 2,000 point knight army. And one of my new favorite knights now. So I've been running a lot of paladin knights because it's what I think I have or matches the most with my setup. But I ran a crusader. Oh, that was fun. I needed a full shooting knight for this army. And I got my shooting knight. I had a big, like... I was able to fire Overwatch with that guy because it just had the flamer weapon. So I was like, okay, that's auto-hitting. That's going into little infantry guys. Oh, it just felt so nice. It was just so nice. So yeah, now I have... God, how many? 3 there. I have 5. I have 5 knights now. And 1 more unbuilt. I have 6 knights. Oh, we gotta get to 500 so I can do that knight. God, why is everyone saying nah? Jesus Christ, guys. Stop having a pissing match. It's okay. If you guys can't settle, I'll take away your chat privileges. And I'll take away mouse as well. Okay. First things first, I'm going to remove mouse. Mouse goes away. And maybe... Oh, did I get messaged or something? Oh, something else. Being messaged and other things. I'm distracting myself. Okay, no mouse. I did it because you guys are misbehaving. You guys are misbehaving, so you don't have mouse anymore. And we're pretty close to just getting rid of... We might just get rid of chat for a little bit. Chat might get a good timeout. Mouse is not executed. Mouse is in the break room. Why do you guys think Mouse dies every time he disappears? He doesn't. He just goes on break. Shows like Darth Sidious. You guys make Mouse seem to be like this big war crime. You guys are Mouse. Mouse is just you guys. He's not executed. Jesus Christ, guys. Yes, you guys have been Mouse the entire time. I always thought of you guys as just a bunch of little mice screaming at each other. Mouse is the mascot. The mouse is you. All good, Matthew. Enjoy your time. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, and yeah, we're glad to have you here for the time that we could. Don't start this again. I will make you guys disappear. I will make you disappear. I love the smell of Tommy. Tamiya? No. I'm gonna finish. I love the smell of Tamiya in the morning. I've decided something for these guardsmen. I hate it, but I'm leaving it in as a thing. The fur and stuff on these guardsmen is freshly peeled off of whatever they found to take it from. So that's why I'm doing the inside skin of it red. It is freshly peeled fur. Can you be the Primarch for Mouse? You won't revolt? That's something a Primarch would say if they were going to revolt. Horace Squeakle! Oh god, that's funny. No, do not combine my name with Slanesh. I am no Chaos God. Actually, Mouse is more like my creation, so like I guess would Grandfather Swample? That's even worse. Swirgle? Oh my lord, why am I turning to chaos? Swirgle. Oh lord. Mouse needs a lore iceberg video. Does he? Does he really? I mean, I know that you're new here, Gar, but Mouse doesn't have much lore. Mouse is Mouse. Mouse is you. You are Mouse. Mouse is Mouse. Mouse is the pure innocence of humanity. That was his character concept, and that's what he is. So you would burn your innocence and humanity? Is that what you're telling me? It sounds like Table needs to go on the list. Looking for Mouse lore. Actually, it's been a little bit. I'll explain the idea of Mouse and all that. So, this also kind of goes into why it explains why I'm a little guy. So, I used to be a part of a big Discord D&D group. And there was a homebrew class that was a sentient lizard race. So I played a salamander that was 6 inches tall, like 6 inches tall and wide. And I started off as a ranger, but I put a level into wizard. And I took the whatever background that gave you a pet mouse. So, I had that background. And I'm trying to remember all this correctly and explain it correctly. I had a thing that I would go into the tavern and I would put marshmallows in front of other players and I would ask them to either like eat or destroy the marshmallow in some sort of way. The initial thought was taking my like little mouse companion and trying to have the players destroy the mouse, but that was just too far, so I kept it with a marshmallow. And for anyone that ate the marshmallow or harmed it in any way, I considered them evil. They were evil people. They were never to be redeemed. But if they kept the marshmallow and did not destroy it, they were put into a little book and they were considered good. The goal of this character was to get the level 9 spell Wish. And he wanted to wish away all humans because he considered all humans bad. So the only races that would be left were anything that were non-humanoid. So, like, lizard men would be around, dragonborn would be around, Kenku, because they don't look like humans, Warforge, because they're not a living, breathing thing, they're a machine. And then, like, anyone in his list was also going to be still alive and around. I never got past, like, level 3 or 4 with him. But, yeah. So, he had a little companion called Mouse. And a familiar that I called Owl. And he could either fly around on Owl or fly around on his mage hand. And that's kind of where all that started. So when making little guys for this channel, I was like, you know what? I want to bring back the essence of Sap. I want to be the little gremlin again. So I made this character. And I wanted my cute little mouse companion again. So I made Mouse. But it seems like you guys want to convince that he's some sort of war criminal. Or some sort of, like, evil mastermind. When he's not. He's just a mouse. Yeah, I really enjoyed playing the character. I think if my current D&D character dies, I will reinvent Sap and do it again. He was just subject to ethnic cleansing? What the fuck? Well, actually, technically that is what Sap wanted to do, so you're not wrong. Jesus Christ, is that a war crime and a half, I just realized. The whole goal of the character was to be convinced. You still can't get over that I named your owl Owl? Yeah, I named... because I wanted Sap to be really simple. So he named his little mouse friend Mouse. And he named his owl Owl. He named the magic hand something. It was like something stupid. It wasn't like hand. It was like Fred or Gerald or like Sharquise. Some sort of like weird name. Like really normal but still weird. And he would fly around the battlefield if the DM was okay with it, because he was under the 5-pound mark. That would be... oh, that's funny. Project Marshmallow. Honestly, that's not a terrible name for Gar at all, Project Marshmallow. I will say, Sap was on the road to redemption of being convinced that all humans are not evil. I did not. Oh yeah. If my D&D character dies, I am gonna play a lizardman. I'm gonna name him Sap. And I'm gonna have a little mouse companion. I don't know what race I'll be with him, but that's what I'm gonna do. What I do know is when I do play him, I'm gonna put a 6 into charisma, and that's it. Is it a part of Baldur's Gate 3, or is it its own separate game? Because Boulder Gates 3 was a lot of fun to play. I played a character named Burfin Evergreen in that. And that was a druid that I only took ice or lightning spells. There were a couple other ones I did play, but yeah. Or a couple other spells I did use, but it was a fun game. Yeah, no. I've never touched the PS2. So, definitely not a game I would ever have heard of. I will admit, I'm a bit scared to go back and read the chat of, like, all the lore. I know someone said the Swampstein files, and that was diabolical, by the way. Whoever typed that, you are diabolical. Ah, okay. Curse you, table. Curse you and your Night Lords. I hope when you're finally done painting your Night Lords, they burn. No. They don't burn. I hope that very slowly, over time, they turn into green. Just green models that you can never, ever remove the color from. And they just become more and more salamander-like. That's what I hope happens to you for saying that. Actually, also for that, I'm going to do something. You know what? I'm removing you guys, and I'm putting him back. So, I don't have to look at what you guys say. You guys are in timeout for like 5 to 10 hours. We'll see how it goes. Doesn't mean I still can't read what you're typing. No, it's not executed. You guys are in timeout. You're pretty much in jail. If I had like a little jail bar thing, I'd throw it over you guys, but this is the closest thing I can do. Is just put you guys in jail. Well, Gar, it's glad to have you here, and I appreciate the sub if you do. Hope to see you here in the future. It's not always this chaotic. Table, you did everything wrong. You've done everything wrong. Don't think I haven't forgot about the table genocide that you've talked about doing. How you don't consider stone tables real tables. I remember that conversation. What, you think I blink? No, I don't blink. And neither does Mouse. We don't blink. You stand by your words. No, well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. No, I will bring back chat in a little bit. I should do something that, like, puts you guys in jail for, like, a little bit. You know what I do fear? I fear the day that I give you guys the ability to throw stuff at me on stream. I fear that. Because if you guys can just do what you do with your words, with what you'll be able to do with channel points to me, I am scared. You guys already have enough power to begin with. I don't want to give you any more. Yeah, it's just gonna be tomatoes. Hold on. I'll bring you guys back. It's not fair for the people watching the VOD to, like, not see what you guys are saying. You know what I haven't done in a while? I haven't thrown apples at Feeling in a while. I should join one of their streams again and throw apples again. But I only do it 3 times a stream. I do it when I enter. I do it at some point in the middle, and then I do it when I leave. Because I don't want to be a menace. Let's see. I've done that before. I've just tripped randomly. I haven't done it down the stairs yet, so I can't really say too much about it. What's up, Grim? Good to see you here. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day is going well. I'd say you came in at a good time because you missed all the chaos. So, yeah. Yeah, it's understandable. There's always one of those mad days. You have no credit. You got no leg to stand on, table. You got no legs to stand on. You're just a mat. You're just a wooden mat. You're just a floor. How about that? You're just a floor. Maybe a cutting board. You're the one that's ableist, not me. You're the one that put you guys in jail. You also put Mouse away as well. Nice. Well, I hope you get the art for that soon. Mouse did not deserve it. Mouse is a good boy. Do you think those eyes could commit crimes? Mouse is the innocence of humanity. You know what? Fine. Fine. I'll take him away. I'll take him away. He's gone. He won't ever come back. I've been blind. No, I wrote the book. I'm the one that wrote the book. I hope when you look in the mirror, you guys realize that you are Mouse. That's what I need you guys to understand. You guys are giving Mouse all these credits. No, Mouse is just my creation. Nah, Graham, what you miss is that Mouse is supposed to be your guys' mascot. So, like, when eventually I add, like donations and text-to-talk, I'm gonna make Mouse be the one that speaks. So Mouse is pretty much you guys. So every time I take him away, it's just I'm taking you guys away. You guys are nothing but a bunch of, like, little mice. You're just a bunch of little mice in my workshop. Just speaking to me at this point. That's how I look at this. I am the weird little, like, salamander guy that works on his servitor, makes it paint models and do all this other stuff. And I just have an army of mice that keep me entertained. Well, I legally can't give it to you. That's not okay by the YouTube Saya. The YouTube Omnisaya does not like that. So I cannot do it. There are little people in Game Workshop sprue creation factories making your mold lines bigger on purpose. That's another thing I wish upon you as well, Table. I wish that on your Night Lords or any future models that you paint, there's always one mold line that you realize after you're done painting the model that you missed. And no matter what you do, you can never get rid of it, and it'll always be there. But all in all, it's all for good fun. Sure, I will. I'm open to a true evil curse. Tyler, that's not just a you thing. That's just an all vehicles in general thing. None of my vehicles ever fit together properly either. Ooh, that is evil. I think it's possible. I think, like, when we do get to, like, that holographic version, they'll stop making the models, and they'll just tell you to, like, get some sort of, like, 3D modeling program, and that's how you design your models, color-wise, paint-wise, and all that stuff. Ugh. Okay. I will say, my past couple days with work have been really boring. We're so well. I'm sitting in the sand pit at work, and we decided to start a burn our wood pile today, or not today, yesterday, and the guy stoking it has to kind of sit there and just keep adding material, letting it burn, all this and that. So my boss wants 2 people there in case something bad happens. And there's nothing for me to do there with the loader and stuff because I'm not screening sand. Because the other guy is not at the other end helping me run that. He's at the fire. So I'm just sitting in the truck all day on my phone, not able to do anything. So I've been extremely bored. And now this is the only way I can entertain myself. I should bring stuff into work so that I can, like, make some template stuff for the future. Or write out a couple ideas, but Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Ando. I hope you're doing okay now. I don't think you missed much. Yeah, I don't think you missed anything important. Well, I did bring back mouse, and then I took away mouse again. And then I also took away chat for a little bit. I was calling table a floor because he has no legs to stand on. God, he's never executed. Why do you guys keep thinking he gets executed? He just goes to the break room. He's got teleporting powers. That's why he disappears so quickly. Well, he could be a door, he could be a cutting board, anything that's wood and just lays flat, that's what table is. No, 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 no. You lost all your legs. I'm taking this paintbrush and I'm cutting all 4 legs off. I might leave your 5th leg, but that's about it. I might be mean, but I'm not a monster. Yo, can we, like, throw all the people that are in those files in jail yet? Or, like, are they still protected by our government? Well, by my government, sadly. Oh yeah, didn't, like, the UK arrest one of their people that were in the files? I heard about that. I'm pretty sure YouTube's just gonna, like, dox me now because I'm getting political, but screw it at this point. Those people need to go to jail that are in those files. It is diabolical is the nicest thing I will say. Everyone in that list feels like how the Dark Eldar are. And I understand that's like probably a Tuesday for them. I'm still calling them that. They're nothing but a bunch of Dark Eldar. That's all I'm going to say on it. I've said my piece on it. We're going to go back to being chill and not about politics, but I would rather see things burn and have justice brought truthfully to the people that deserve it than continue with what I'm currently dealing with. But that's all I'm going to say. And that's all I want to be said. We will drop it there. Yes. Let's go back to sniffing our glue. Let's go back to talking about Warhammer and other things like that. I will say everyone has the right to be angry. Everyone has the right to be angry on this stuff. Everyone's feelings are valid. Sons of Dorn box set. What particular models, like, do you want to just be Imperial Fist, or do you want, like, a specific, like, successor chapter? I don't think it should be... honestly, if they did a Dorn one, it should not be Black Templar. They should give some love to, like, another... Honestly, Crimson Fist. I was thinking Crimson's Fist. They're blue, so you could still pull the Ultramarine stuff. They were the main character at some point before the Ultramarines. Are you playing a solo game as Civ or a multiplayer game? You know, sometimes you do need the other players. I'd say find like 3 to 4 ones that you like and you want to keep trading with, and then slowly get rid of the rest. Whichever one, like, shreds or makes you... For me, it's whichever one starts to, like, be a little shit to me first is usually the one that I target. Just go back over to here. I want to check this. Like, the last time I played Civ... Which one did I play? What Civ do I have? Hold on. Oh, what's Montar's story? I distracted myself, but that looks like an interesting one. I have Civ... What's Civ V? Is it Civ 5? I think it's Civ 5 that I have. Why are you depressed now? Civ's on the Switch? Oh boy. I did not know that. That feels weird. Weird to hear that, like, Civ's on the Switch. Anyway. Last time I played... I forgot what faction I was playing. But I remember that the... one of the, like, NPC nations was just being a complete dick to me. Like, I was just trying to build some cities, establish some trading routes, and move through, and they kept, like, hating on me and telling all the other people, like, hey, we don't like this guy, don't trust him. I'm like, stop being a dick. So I don't remember who started a war, but I started a war with them, the first one. And I beat them back all the way to like 2 or 3 of their cities. And I'm like, okay, I will give you the option to surrender because you have had enough. You are, I don't want to destroy you. I want to still play with like the other computer gen parts of the game and like go from there. But I will say, it did not stop them. They went back to like being just crappy again. And I'm like, yeah, I went from beating them to then like trying to make them my friends. Be like, okay, I'll be friendly. We've been good. And then they just went to be dicks again. And I'm like, okay, we're having a second war. And that's where I left off, was still in my second war with them. I think I was attacking their capital and sending more units up to deal with them. And I'm suffering because I keep keeping the cities. I don't like destroying them. So I'm suffering in happiness there with that. But that was like a couple years ago last time I played. So if I retouched it, I wouldn't even know what I was doing. All good. I mean, if you want to game with your buddies, game with your buddies. I appreciate you want to keep the engagement and stuff, but hey, if there's other things you gotta do, that's fine. I'm just here to be a silly guy for myself and other people. If I could, I would. The problem with Darktide is that it does not want to run on my computer, and I don't know how to fix it. It's every time I try to load the game, it crashes, and it's some sort of like, I don't know if it's connection or a bug, but yeah. I would love to play Darktide. I want to play Darktide. I've heard it's very similar to Vermintide, and I enjoy Vermintide quite a bit. Actually, there's a stream where I tried doing Darktide, and it just keeps crashing, and I switched to Space Marine 2 because of it. So yeah, like, you can go back and see my issue with it. Deep Rock is fun as well. I do need to do a community day. I actually owe you guys... I owe you guys 2 community day streams, because I didn't do one in February. So that's the big thing. I do want to play Monster Hunter World again and all that. Helldivers 2, I enjoyed the game. I haven't touched it in a year, but the game was a lot of fun when me and my friends played it, and we just kind of like stopped playing after a while because there was other games we wanted to play. But Helldivers 2, if I want to play as a Space Marine, I do Space Marines 2. If I want to play as a Guardsman, I play Helldivers. So that is my thought process. My two favorite stratagems are the autocannon and the giant mech walker that you can play as. Whenever I hop in the mech walker, I feel like I'm a dreadnought, just protecting my battle bros and stuff. Yeah, I could certainly do Helldivers 2 for a community day. Can't promise I'll be any good. For the walker, it's like the basic one that you can get. The one that's got like a Gatlin and the rockets. I don't get the one with the autocannon because even though it's cool, I like having... Well, I stream it and I keep it... It's open for anyone in stream to join me if they... I guess it is connected to my Steam, so like if people can find my Steam name and able to join my games, are able to, or I will share the like session code for when I'm in, and people in stream can join, or I'll post in the Discord. There's other things I should do as well. Like I should have a... Okay. Yeah, I think that's why like I did Monster Hunter. I could just like share the code, or like with Space Marine 2 I can share the code as well and people can just join it that way. If I do a weekend, I'm definitely having one of my friends join. But my weekend is already busy to begin with other games. Because Saturday at some point, I'm playing either Peak or The Forest with my friend group called Cone. And then Friday, I might be playing Zomboid, or I might be playing a different game with friends. I'll be down to stream Zomboid. It is boring, I will admit. Sunday, I'm kind of open, but I think I have, like, other things I'm doing. Next week is more... Like, this week is screwed for schedule, I will say. Like, we are very close to like having a no stream week is how it felt so far this week, and so I'm planning for next week. I should take time and actually like make a couple things for like stream schedules and stuff like that. Like I want to some other streamers do it, but like when they do YouTube posts, they'll have like, oh, this is my stream schedule on like a cute little drawing or something like that. I want to do one for myself so that people can see it. But yeah, no, I certainly want to work with like people's schedules, but also understand that I'm human as well, and I try to work within my schedule. I mean, now that it's not really snowing as much anymore right now, at least there's no snowstorms at the moment, so I'm not going to be called in. I mean, if I get called to go sanding, that's one thing. If I am that busy, I can just say no, like I can't come in. But yeah, that's the hard part, like... I'm glad you guys are understanding with that. I'm also just talking about it now because as things get warmer, I want to do more stuff outside. So that's usually why, like, in the past, whenever I've done videos and stuff, like, I drop off because I get busy with, you know, wanting to do things outside. Because, like, I'm into disc golf. I'm into hiking. Like, I'm hoping this year to take, like, once a week, I go for a hike. So I can hopefully get in better shape, but... And also just hang out with friends. Like, I gotta keep up social life as well. But I do like coming here and being on here as well. That is also the reason why there's never been a stream dedicated to my European crowd. I do want to accommodate you guys very much so. And weekends would be the best for that. But weekends are also when, like, oh, friends are around to go hang out and want to do stuff. So it's like, it's always the evenings when I'm actually free from that, like, 7 to, like, 11 p.m. That's the thing, too. I want to be here. I enjoy being here with you guys as well. It's just that whole duality. I'm just bitching to bitch at this point. I'm not looking for sympathy or being like, hey, we're okay. I'm just venting is what it is. But I appreciate that you're all like, hey, we understand. You gotta be a personal person. That's the thing that I think most people kind of forget about when it does come to content creators and other stuff like that. I get when you get too much larger scale, it is your job, that's what you're dedicated to do. But then some people, they're like, oh, you're making content. Like, they forget that they're a person as well. I appreciate that. That's the other thing, too. There are some things I do vent about every once in a while on here, but I do have to be careful with how much I do say, because it is the internet. And if I talk about too much personal stuff, or some people find out who I am in real life and can make certain connections, oh boy, does it get sketchy. But yeah. As this channel does grow and becomes bigger and bigger, I do want to put more energy into this stream, because, like, I think by the end of this year, hitting 500 subs would be amazing. But I'm also just happy where I'm at, too. I mean, yeah, I do want to keep growing, but when I first started YouTube and I thought I was going to be this, like, really big person, like, back when I was in high school, I got humbled really quickly. So, even reaching this amount now is, like, a dream at this point. Well, thank you, Table. I'm glad you believe in me. And I will say, I really enjoy this community. I like that we can all joke around and kind of bust each other. Like, I like how we can just joke with each other. and we all understand it's not taken too seriously. Again, that can be a slippery slope to travel down, but I really do appreciate every single one of you guys here. You have been the best community that I could ask for. You guys are like, you're supportive to each other and to everyone else here. I will keep trying, Matcha. And Table, you are welcome. I just started. I will admit, the inspiration for streaming didn't really come from... It actually came from, like, a friend's channel. Because they did streaming, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can stream on YouTube. And, like, it's a way that I could keep posting content. Like, I do want to sit down and video edit. But there's just something about it that sitting down and doing it nowadays anymore, I don't have the drive to do it like I used to. So just being able to, like, set up a camera, turn it on, and just be a silly guy for a bunch of randos on the internet, just, it makes life easier that way. So yeah. I do want to state my end of stream message that I always say. I do mean it. You guys make an awesome, amazing things. I'm impressed with, like, everything you guys do. Every single little thing that you guys make and do. There are so many of you that are more talented than me out there. And some of you that are just starting and then seeing where, like, you go and all that. Oh, it puts a huge smile on my face. Huge. And that's the other thing too, like, knowing that I want the idea that people who want to make something, I want to be that person in their court to be like, whatever you're making, it's going to be awesome and I want to see it. I want to be the person in your, like, side of the court, watching you build your thing, make this awesome thing. I want to be that supportive person for them. So that's also why I say my, like, end of stream message is, like, go out there and make something awesome. I know you will. Because that's the type of thing that, like, I want as well for someone to say to me, like, go make this thing, go do it, and it's going to be amazing. It doesn't matter if you're just beginning or what it is. Just making it and doing it is more than enough. Ugh. Sorry, I'm getting excited now, like, starting to shake with excitement. So, that's just some little stuff here and there. And I will admit, Warhammer has just been the easiest thing to get into in paint-wise. Warhammer was never initially the plan for this channel. But it's just evolved into, well, we're here now. And it seems to be working, so we stick with it. It just clicked for me, the reference at your making table. I never played Cyberpunk. How was Cyberpunk? It looked like a good game. I never got around to playing it. I have seen clips of, like, the anime that they made for it. Oh, I was so upset when they killed... I can't remember her name. But it's the girl with, like, the two colored eyes and the green skin and stuff. I hated that they killed her off. She was such a ride or die character. She deserved a better ending. I mean, she was never going to get with the main protagonist because he Yeah, Rebecca. Rebecca deserved a better ending in my mind. Oh, that's a shirt that I painted red. Oh, and it's skin underneath. Okay. I should watch it at some point because then I'll know like more about it. How much is Cyberpunk 77? Is it Cyberpunk 77? Oh, I was correct. Oh, it's $60. God damn. $60 is okay. $60 is a lot of money. I say that though, keeping in mind that I look at a Warhammer model like box, and $60 for like buying Warhammer, I don't blink at. Now I do blink at it. Didn't used to, but games, I'm like, ooh, $60. That's a lot of money. And even now, I'm like realizing with Warhammer, oh, that's a lot of money. So I do remember hearing that it had a lot of bugs when it first released. Same thing with Fallout was the same thing. It had a Fallout 76 is what I'm thinking of. And I know a lot of people still don't like the game. I played on Xbox and I enjoyed it, but I wish I experienced it before the NPCs and all that stuff came in to know what people went through. Okay. I need to step away for a second. I will be right back. I'm going to switch over this screen. I'll be right back. I'm back. This one. Here we go. I am back. I am back. What did I miss? What happened is I had to go use the bathroom, and that's why I left. So, I'm back now, just reading through. I didn't. The worst bug for you was the final boss screwing up. It got stuck in the wall. Total letdown. Well, that's good that you were able to get your refund and stuff for that. I feel like Steam is really good about, like, the refunds and, like, getting people's accounts back. I've had my Steam account stolen from me once, and luckily I was able to see it. Like, they got rid of, like, all my friends and everything, so I couldn't figure out, you know, who, like, what the new name was and stuff. But there was one account that it could not get rid of, and it was my second account that I sent a friend request to, and it's still pending to this day because I don't know how to log into that second account. So I was able to see what the name of the account was and get it back from Steam and, like, confirm that it was mine. So Steam is the GOAT for that. And I love Steam. I hate that the UK is trying to sue Steam for whatever reason. Like, for being a monopoly on the gaming industry. I mean, are they the biggest one? Yeah, but they're not a monopoly. Every other company just screws themselves over. And Steam just keeps being, like, the better option for everyone else. But that's pretty much it for me on that. That can then devolve into the conversation about, Oh, sucks to hear. Customer service shouldn't be a hassle to get this stuff back for. Hello, Rory. You trying to bust your way in here? You can come in here. Come on. You got this. Yay, Rory. Hi, Bean. Hi, Bean. How are you? You're doing good? You came to barge in during stream? Okay. You can stay in here. You're welcome to stay. Yeah. You a good boy. Doggo decided to barge into the room and join me on stream. He doesn't like it when the door's shut because he wants to, like... He likes to chill and sit here with me every once in a while. Well, multiple times, actually. Like, if I'm in here, he'll, like, sit with me. And then he'll, like, leave the room. And then he'll come back after, like, a half hour or so. And then leave again. Oh, I miss taking him to work. I love taking the dog to work. He's so much fun. But I stopped for a couple reasons. One, he was getting in fights with his brother. So my parents bred Australian Shepherds for a bit. And they kept one of the males from one of the later litters. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I can see you in the doorway looking at me. Yeah, I'm talking about you, boy. And both Rory, which is the dog I have, and Onyx, which is the name of his brother. They're both intact males, and all the other dogs my parents own are females. So it gets a little bit rough sometimes. Like, if they were in the same household together, it'd probably be fine. They would have like a dominance thing, but because they don't live in the same household, there is those fights. And Rory does act dominant. I mean, he's the older brother and all that stuff, but Onyx has developed into a very... He's not as big as Rory. He's probably like 3/4 the size of Rory. But still. I mean, Rory's probably a 60 to 70 pound dog? Maybe? I don't know. I think of you more as like a 50-pound grain bag. But so that was one of the reasons. But it just means on weekends when I'm free, especially now it's warmer, I'm going to take him for walks. We're going to go outside and do stuff together. I feel like as a human, you do need like pets in your lives. They are a huge benefit to your mental health, physical health, just everything in general. Like, if we all need something to emotionally, or humans are very social creatures, and we like to pack bond with pretty much anything. Anything and everything is what we do. I know dogs are the easiest for most people, and some people should not be pet owners, and it's sad to say that. Like, they need to learn how to be better pet owners, or be better. And I'm talking about the extremes here, the extreme people. Everyone is different on how they choose to raise their animals. Oh, it is 11 p.m. for me. I think I need to call it here, sadly. But I made some good progress for 2 hours here. Got red on 6 of the models, and I only got 3 left. Nope, I got 4. Like, yeah, and I got one guy I still got a prime and all that. It's this guy. So red on 6 of them, and I got 5 left. So that's not too bad. And I'll do the other parts really quickly. But yeah, my little spiel I'm going to do is, if you guys enjoyed the stream and want to be a part of the community and more stuff like that, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to plan on having a schedule in the future, but you need to send something in Discord. Well, you can certainly do that, and I will use as a segue as, if you want to be more part of the community, you can join my Discord. It is completely free. It is in the channel description, and it is not just Warhammer. It is any hobby that you have. Whether you're into game design, woodcraft, metalcraft, writing, gardening, whatever it is, I want you to go there and share it. I want to learn about it. We got one person who was talking about orchids in there, and I'm reading on that. That is, I think it's you, Ando. I think it was Ando that was talking about it. Eventually, I want to get into cosplay stuff and share stuff there. Yes, it is Ando. And I do want to get into doing blacksmithing again and share that on stream or in videos. Am I not saying it right? Orchids? I'm saying orchids, right? How I'm saying is how I've heard it been said before. So, I think that's a lingual thing at that point. Also, on top of that, if you want to help support the channel, and, you know, see things upgraded, maybe hire editor for videos and stuff like that, I have a Ko-Fi account in channel description. You can donate there if you want to, but with it being said, you don't have to do any of that stuff. Just having you guys here, being a part of the community, hanging out, lurking, chatting, whatever, it's more than enough. Like I was kind of hinting at earlier, I just do this to be a silly, weird guy on the internet. Yes, I will check Discord. Where'd you post it, Table? Oh, lounge. No! Don't tell me you're working on the stand already. No! No! For those who don't know, Table is working on Night Lords. Initially, he was going to do Salamanders. I thought he was going to paint my Marines on there. But he was like, no, I'm going to do Salamanders. And then I thought he was doing mine. He was like, oh, yeah, I could do you. And I'm like, no, wait a minute. I take it back. Don't do it. So, yeah. He's doing the Night Lords kill team. They have a banner with a body on it. He's painting one of my Marines on there. Where was I? Oh, yeah. I do this just because I want to. It's just a fun place I can be. Me, at the end of the day. And meet some amazing, interesting people. You guys make this so much fun to be here. So, with that all being said, I want you to go out there and make something awesome. I know you will.